Hello guys, welcome back to a Q&A series part 2. My name is Sumit Rai. I'm the founder of EU Gateway. I hope you have enjoyed my part 1 of Q&A series. Today I'm going to answer 3 questions which has been handpicked by my team of experts from the basket of questions which we have received over the past 2 days from my first video release. And yeah, I'm looking forward to answer them all. Let's get started.
So sir, what is the difference between restricted admission and unrestricted admission at German public universities?
So the distinction between restricted and unrestricted admissions is quite simple. It is actually based on the number of seats available for a particular program at a German public universities. As you know, German public universities are all funded by a German government. The classroom size are usually small, restricting the intake of students between 25 or 30 seats in total, and out of that there are limited number of seats which has been kept for international students. So if you see in your application or while during your application when it says NC numerous clause, that means the program has a restriction with respect to the students they can intake. This also means, in other words, that they receive far more applications for that particular program than the number of seats available, and that is why it is known as NC numerous clause or the restricted admissions. Now with respect to unrestricted admission, this means that there are far more seats available for a lot of students, international or national, who can apply for this program, for this particular program. That is why it is written as non-NC. So it's no numerous clause is applied, means this is there are more seats available and students can apply freely for this particular program. This is the basic distinction between restricted admission and non-restricted admissions. And you as an international students always keep in mind that when you apply for a restricted admission programs, you should be absolutely brilliant in the grades or in the program for which you are applying, so that you have far more chances to get an admit, because the number of seats within this restricted program for international students is just 30% out of the cohort. So when you talk about 30 seats, that means 9 seats are available only for international students, and in that 9 seats they also need to maintain a diversity. That means not all seats would go to a particular country, India, China or any other country. So it's going to be equally divided. So you can imagine that for this particular restricted program, between 2 or 3 Indian students are the only one who will get an admit, for example.
The second question is, what are the minimum and maximum GPA required to get into German public universities, especially TU9?
Right, to get into TU9s, which are the most prestigious universities in Germany, you need to have a minimum 2.5 on a German grading scale out of 4, which effectively means around 70% if you convert this to an Indian grading scale. This is the minimum requirement. Anything above 2.5 and leading towards 1, I think is a good score to get into TU9s. But just only grades does not qualify you enough to get into TU9 universities. You need a lot of other aspects which a university do consider, like your IELTS score, your German language, your GRE score in case it is needed, your consistency from bachelor's program to master's program, your research work, your projects, your internships which we have done. All these parts are essential when you are looking to apply to TU9 universities. So keep this in mind, minimum 2.5 GPA, which is equivalent to 70%. Now, having said that, this is a benchmark requirement. There are universities who also accept students with 3 GPA as well. That means anything between 65 and 70%. But those are rare universities, and you need to do a lot of research before you can find these universities. These universities, apart from the grade requirement, they also come with a whole lot of other requirements in terms of German language, in terms of pre-study internships, and in terms of IELTS requirements and others. So make sure your selection of the universities is right based on your grades which you have achieved at your bachelor's level.
And the last question is, what are the job opportunities after completing masters from Germany?
So there are fantastic career opportunities available for graduates who complete their masters from Germany. Now, getting a job depends on a lot of factors after you complete your master's program. what kind of program you have completed during your masters, how much grades, how diligently you have performed in your master's degree, what kind of master thesis or research work you did, what is your previous qualification in terms of consistency of the knowledge which you would prove while you apply for the jobs, and on top of it, how much German language do you know. Generally it is around B1 or B2 at the max level which you should be ready before you think that you get a great job in Germany. This is one of the requirement. Now I do not say if you do not have a German language you will not get a job. Of course you can still get a job if you do not have a German language, but then the percentage of those students who are getting a job without a German language is only 10%. So it is your decision to decide whether it's easy for you to learn German language and fall in a bracket of 90% category where your chances of getting a job is highly increased, or you want to remain into those short 10% and try your luck in terms of getting a job. Once again, the career prospects are bright. It entirely depends on your academic performance, your skills, your previous work experience, and in the field you have studied masters.
Thank you, sir. These were the 3 questions for the day.
Right, thanks. I hope these questions would be helpful for you to understand more about the opportunities and various topics which my students were concerned about. We would be answering more questions like these in our next videos. Do comment in our comment section across the social media channels where we will be posting this video, so that our team can once again pick the right questions from the basket of questions which we continuously keep on receiving and help you to further your studies and plans for Germany. Thank you for now, and bye bye.